Anno, back with you for an unscheduled bonus episode. I will still be talking about trust next week as planned, but this morning I felt God tugging at my heart to share something else. It's pretty raw, real, and maybe even a little bit humorous, but I'm praying it speaks directly to the heart of even one person who needs to hear this. I'm recording this the day it happened, and when I say this morning or today, that's the day I'm referring to, not today that it is released, which is Friday, March 20th. So this morning, everything was behind, late. I ended up nursing my baby in the bed when my alarm went off instead of getting up. The early riser kids who usually traipse into my room during my morning Bible time didn't show up, and I thought maybe they'd slept later than normal. So I changed the baby, got moving, all the basic mama stuff at the start of the day. I started my Bible time, but hello, the baby is currently the walking and climbing model. Normally she's sleeping when I do this, at least that's the usual plan. Haha, which actually she's usually sleeping, but not today. Anyway, I ended up down in my kitchen with a crazy baby on my hip, getting yogurt for a different child who is not typically up that early. And my early risers finally showed themselves, with the 4-year-old declaring her throat felt sick. No, she doesn't have a fever, but obviously watching her. Anyway, I temporarily handed the baby off to a responsible party and raced back to my room to try to do my Bible reading. There were multiple interruptions, but I did have a blessed time with God. No, really, I did. And that's one reason I make it a high priority on my list to do in the morning. I know that might not work for everyone, and that's fine. I mean, it ends up being what works for me. So finally, I'm making breakfast. My baby was crying, clinging to my leg, and trying to climb me like a rock wall. It was crazy. I detached her from my pants and tried to keep moving. She proceeded to open the cupboard in front of where I was working and try to take things out. So then I was prepping food at a sideways angle. Other children were milling around and playing loudly and talking. The rather crazy 6-year-old attempted to distract the baby by bringing a loud noise-making push toy into the kitchen for her. Well, she didn't want it, so he started racing it through the kitchen himself. The noise, I feel like the Grinch sometimes. The noise, 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 noise. Has anyone been there? This isn't new to me for sure, but that's what the morning was going like. What started rolling through my mind in all this, well, maybe sounds strange to some, but hey, it was how my brain was operating this morning. And this is, like, I love to cook. I'm pretty good at it, too, and I love to try new cuisines, new recipes. I love cooking shows. I don't get to watch them often, but I do love them. And my thoughts just kind of slid to the perfection that's expected from professional chefs and the meals they create. Were the leftover potatoes I was chopping up all the same size dice? Not a chance. I was standing sideways with a baby scaling my legs while I worked. Were they evenly fried? No. I ended up turning potatoes and frying eggs with a baby on my hip. Did this meal, though, feed me and my children this morning? Yes. Did they enjoy it? This time, yes. Other days, other foods? Not always. And God spoke right to my heart. Who do I need to please? Am I cooking for a restaurant critic? Who should I honor with my services and my skills? Our culture holds up perfection as the ideal. You know, Instagram photos of perfect meals, and the ones with smiling, clean children, and beautifully decorated homes, and gorgeous vacation destinations, and all those things exist, but for me anyway, and for many people, they're a moment in time. They're not every minute of every day. There's all the mess of life. And by mess, I don't just mean like slovenliness. I just mean life. Life gets messy. The hard work of every day, whether it's parenting or something else, whatever God's called you to, just sacrificing yourself moment by moment. Society doesn't want pictures of that generally. We want to see the beautiful pictures. But this is where God just needled right in there and went, our imperfect efforts, when done for the glory and honor of God, in the places that He's called us to work for Him, they are better and more beautiful in His eyes than something flawlessly polished, but produced apart from His call for you. God does not view you or me as inferior or less than because you don't meet a standard set by photo editors and photo filters. When you have a day that's falling apart, even before it starts, it's okay to cry. And it's okay to start again, to ask the Father for a reset. This doesn't have to be only related to parenting, but anybody in any role God's given you. And of course, we should strive to offer God our best as we serve him. Colossians 3:23, it does just that. It urges us that whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. Our best is rarely perfect because we are all imperfect until we're fitted with eternal bodies in heaven. And I guess that's the sum of my whole point, to do our often imperfect best to the glory of the Father. Put aside the opinions of others, put aside our own thoughts that run on replay and telling us we don't measure up. Just step back into the Father's embrace and just refocus and begin again. Because you know what? He's the God of new beginnings, whether that's for your whole life or just for half a day. The God of new beginnings. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I just hope that if you're having a bad day, bad week, bad year, bad decade, step back, turn into God's embrace, refocus, start again. Let him give you a new beginning. I hope to see you again next week. Talk to you again later. Thanks for being with me.